The Knicks and the Hornets, two teams that are linked this season by a trade involving Anthony Mason and Larry Johnson. Each team's success will be magnified by their play. In 4 physical meetings this season, the Hornets beat the Knicks 3 times, the only NBA team that can make that claim. The playoffs bring a new dimension to this rivalry. Past results have been wiped clean. In Game 1, the emotional play of Larry Johnson and Allen Houston propelled the Knicks to victory. Now it's the Hornets' chance to even the series or fall 2 games down.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1997 NBA playoffs. Today, it's the Charlotte Hornets versus the New York Knicks.
He's a pesky little guy, gets in the backcourt, bothers the ball handler, makes it tough for you to get in your offense. And does he ever get the ball to open shooters?
They'd like to get Ewing off early. Ewing putting moves on Divac. It counts, and the foul. Foul committed by Vlade Divac.
With Rice setting picks for Divac, either to get him open or get himself open.
Ewing with the rejection on Mason. Oakley trying to save it. Lands in the crowd, but it will be Charlotte ball into the rhythm in game number 1 with the ball. Took only 1 shot in the first half. Divac with a pretty move. And he's tied the game at 2. Allen Houston comes off a 25-point game. The former Hornet, Larry Johnson, on the fake. He was picked up on a switch by Divac, and he took advantage with the head fake. Johnson with 17 of his 20 in the first half the other night. Ricky Pierce able to drive and go the length of the floor for the Hornets. In fact, he and Delk contributing to Charlotte lighting it up from the perimeter, as Allen Houston just did. Take over the Celtics for a brief period of time, but his first year with the Hornets, and Glen Rice finding the open shot. Childs set it up for Ewing. Knicks with an 8-6 lead. Accomplished on 2 occasions. Anthony Mason hasn't been able to get the usual lift on the jump shot because of the ailing feet. Nice play. Oakley finding Ewing. 10-6 Knicks.
Game 1. Hornets missile jump shot. Slow getting back on defense.
Here's Rice, and he is rocked. Glen Rice finding some additional room here in the first half. Allen Houston trying to shake off Tony Delk. Houston. Divac came over to help.
But good defense by the rookie Delk. Normally going to be playing the smaller guards. That time he dug in, kept himself in front of Houston for a long period of time.
Oh, Pierce was able to beat the double team along the baseline.
The way Houston came off that down screen by Patrick Ewing and curled up. Good looking shot. Houston get it to drop.
Anthony Mason. Wrist has looked better the past week. Played well the other night. Larry Johnson with a series of moves. They collapsed on him. He was able to recover.
Alone underneath the basket.
Rice able to slice his way through, but then was stopped. He felt he was fouled. Glen Rice looking at the official, Jim Clark. Glen Rice during the regular season killed the Knicks. Patrick Ewing per game against the Knicks as the Hornets took 3 out of 4 on the season series. Divac with the tip to tie the game. Knicks not forcing shots. Childs able to knock it down. Prior to the start of the game, this is Tony Smith who just came on for Tony Delk, giving it up to Glen Rice, and there you have the first 3-pointer of the day. Glen Rice from the field. Ewing, yes, make it 5 for 5. Ewing able to break the pass up. Oh, what a move by Mason, and draws the foul. He went to the crossover. Foul committed by John Starks, and Mason, a vastly improved free throw shooter, will go to the line.
Well, Anthony Mason on a nice crossover move saw John Starks in his way, and like a lot of big, strong bodies, they're going to run those guards over at every time, and he was happy with that move and will dare John Starks to try and take that charge anytime. Just 7 for 11, but so far very aggressive offensively, making his first 5 shots. Got a friendly roll on the first one, and that always helps. Moving without the basketball right here. Patrick has touched it 6 times and has been double teamed, 3 of them
against Minnesota. Houston's pass broken up, and Tony Smith able to come away with it. First half the other night, and then had to sit it out after getting injured again. It counts and the foul. And Glen Rice very much back into it. Glen Rice putting moves on Allen Houston.
And not a good shot that time by Glen Rice as he forced.
Starks going all the way. The regular season really hurt the Knicks. Mason gets inside, and Curry bothered by a strained right calf with both feet ailing. He's played through it, missed 7 games at one point. Oakley. So Charles Oakley with his first field goal. First quarter for the Knicks. Houston forced it. Oakley with the rebound, able to squeeze his way through to tie the game. 2 2/10 seconds left in the quarter. And Dell comes up short. So the Knicks with the good shooting in this opening quarter, 12 of 20 for 60% in this first quarter. Glen Rice with 10 points, Patrick Ewing with 10 to lead the way. You are watching the NBA on NBC. Queens, New York. And then play for his hometown club, the New York Knicks. Allen Houston.
Over to give help and get the steal. Charles Oakley had just 3 rebounds in game 1. As John Starks, a beautiful move down the lane.
In each playoff series, plus in-game scoring updates throughout the playoffs. Tony Dell. That stops the run.
And Oakley is one who hates to be touched in that situation.
Here's Dell for 3. Yes. The rookie from Kentucky. And only 1 start during the regular season. The extension by Glen Rice could not put it down, but again, the putback by Lonnie Devonts, and he ties the game. And here's Ewing.
After the 22nd, perfect execution. Couldn't get it to a better spot for Patrick Ewing as Glen Rice works the left block on the post-up.
Shot clock at 7. Ewing. Well, an unusual turnaround by Patrick Ewing.
Well, the funny thing about all of that was Patrick Ewing before game 1 had been urging Larry Johnson to act a little bit crazy. Be the emotional guy that you used to be in Charlotte.
For Matt Geiger. Brown wanted to travel. The block by Ewing. Kept alive by Mason. And an offensive foul. Mason called for the charge.
And the offensive foul on Mason and no complaint.
Knicks have a 2-point lead. Starks for 3. Defense from the crowd. Dealt off the head fake. Oh, beautifully done. He protected it against Ewing. 15 seconds remaining. Ewing with the spin. And he thought he was fouled.
Patrick Ewing.
Curry lost it. 4-on-1. Johnson from Childs. Trying to raise up and hit the 3. One other note, Dave Collins, from a physical point of view, is Childs hits from downtown.
First, and then comes out and get that wide open. Take them all day.
And Mason is fouled.
Chris Childs, everybody, the whole defense collapsed. Just let it all go behind him, who has played a terrific floor game. Now getting into the scoring column as well.
Ewing with a nice pass. And back comes Mason. Pops it down. Here, Dell beating the Knicks down court. And the Knicks now lead 46-39. And Rice hits. Yes, and it counts. And Glen Rice will go to the line. Fouled by Allen Houston.
Well, Glen Rice, 5 for 13 from the field so far today, has forced a number of shots, and this would be another one of them contested by Allen Houston. But Glen Rice knows he has to have a big game with the injury problems that the Hornets have. Matt Geiger not 100%.
Approaching 1 minute left in this first half. Ewing forced and hit. Geiger got trapped. Shot clock at 5. Rice. And again, he'll head to the line. Childs. Geiger got a piece of it. And a foul. Oh, and John Starks upset with the call. Kicked the official scorer's table right in front of Joe Crawford and is hit with a technical foul. At 5 seconds, Childs unleashing, bad shot. And that's it for the first half. Knicks setting up, did not get the shot that they were looking for. Glen Rice, the high man, with 20. Patrick Ewing with a hot shooting first half, 9 of 12 from the field, 18 points. Coming up, the Prudential halftime report. That'll be after these messages. You're watching the NBA on NBC. Divac up front with Glen Rice. Shot clock at 5. Divac, standing one-hander by Vlade Divac. He's had a number of open threes and has not been able to hit. Nice move by Rice. Glen Rice off the fake. He is 22. They were up 24-22. And this crowd trying to get the Knicks going. Allen Houston. Play by Houston getting a piece of that shot. Oh, the look away sets it up for Mason. Divac missed the tip. Divac on the follow. Vlade Divac.
Confidence. He's almost begging for a double team to come so he could pass the ball.
Oakley with the room. Rice off the dribble. Beats Johnson. Goes to the finger roll. And he's headed back to the line. Ewing seeking position on Divac. Ewing. 20 points. Stopped by Allen Houston and went to the fadeaway. Ricky Pierce with a nice move by 3. Crowd wants Ewing to shoot. Childs for 3. Chris Child. Shot clock at 7. Delk has the terrific extension. He's only about 6'2".
Patrick Ewing battling for position against Vlade Divac. Gets it where he wants it. Childs takes his man out of the scheme of things, and then it's all muscle and power after that as Patrick gets himself into the lane. And then on the next possession for New York, Patrick waits for the double team. Chris Childs, who was shaky at the end of the second quarter, drains this one.
Again, not able to hit the 3. And the Knicks hoping to go 2 up with game 3 Monday. Oh, what a pass from Oakley behind the back for Ewing.
Mason got caught with too big a pick.
Allen Houston with a beautiful ball that is swatted to the crowd. And this Garden, the crowd would like a goaltending call, but it's a clean block.
Glen Rice not just working at the offensive end. Glen, not known as a very tough defender, has improved that part of his game, and that was a terrific shot clock.
Here's Childs. Chris Childs with a very strong game.
Once he gets into the teeth of the defense, he becomes a scorer.
Rice. Glen Rice penetrating. They have been going at it in ferocious fashion. Yet I'm told that Anthony Mason's mom is. And Rice hammers it down. Ewing. Oh! Ends up with the hands of Divac.
Well, Patrick Ewing was just trying to get fouled on the play, flailed his arms into Divac, who held his ground nicely.
And the foul on Childs. A block. Houston comes off the screen and fires. Yes. A 3 for Allen Houston. And he's tied the game at 64. Rice for 3. Yes. Glen Rice
Jeff Van Gundy after game one is, don't think that Glen Rice is going to have bad shooting games. Here, driving to the basket in the third quarter. Perimeter shooting by Glen Rice. This guy becomes a scoring machine, and then when you add to the fact that he can get to the free throw line the way he is in this particular game, he's having one of those kinds of games where he can get you for 45. As Glen Rice and Patrick Ewing have some words in the backcourt.
Jordan, Carmelo. Nice lead. Rice fighting Divac. And a foul. Mason sitting down for the first time, replaced by Matt Geiger. Ward with a pretty pass. Buck Williams, the double. Divac cheating over to help. Here he comes. Larry Johnson. The post-up move by Johnson to give the Knicks a 1-point lead. Will it count? Yes, it does. Tony Delk racing down the floor. And the goaltend called on Patrick Ewing. And Divac kept alive by Delk. Delk now with 15 points. And the Hornets by 3.
They took advantage of it.
The steal by Pierce. Chased by Starks. Here's Pierce, giving the Hornets a 75-70 lead.
Came into the league, he was primarily a shooter. He has become a big-time scorer.
Charlie Ward off a good setup.
The rotation defense of the Knicks, and they've gotten a lot of good opportunities.
John Starks hammers down the 3, and he's tied the game at 75. Patrick Ewing coming over to help out on Delk on a double. Divac, as a result, was able to get the room.
From a lot of their pick and roll rotation, Charlotte has taken advantage of it.
Ewing. 4, game tied at 77. Rice steps back to shoot and hits. Yes, he is in the zone.
A big factor in this game. Glen Rice early in the game didn't just settle for these kind of shots. Took the ball to the basket, made some field goals, got to the foul line. Now these shots become a little bit easier.
And Buck Williams. They clear it out for Mason. And he goes to the fadeaway. He also felt he was fouled.
Take away the perimeter scoring ability of Pierce, Rice, and Delk.
Nice move by Houston to take it to the bucket. 9 seconds left, third quarter. Charlotte with the ball and a 2-point lead. Divac for 3. And Starks not able to get the good look. He was cut off by Pierce. So the Knicks conclude the third quarter hitting their last 7 shots from the field. The Hornets 81. The Knicks 79 as we head to the fourth. We'll be back after these words from your local station. And Starks able to rescue. Hornets get back. Starks with the hesitation move and takes all the way.
Taking it to the hole. Both teams have the idea they do not want to get into the penalty early here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and it counts. Strong move by Mason, fouled by Ewing.
Well, with the Knicks only 5 for 9 from the foul line and Charlotte 18 for 22, obviously the Knicks haven't been doing enough of that. As Anthony Mason against single coverage, Patrick Ewing came late.
Hornets trying to tie the series at 1. Knicks looking to go up 2-0. Patrick Ewing ties the game at 83. Rice finally missed the shot. Oh, what a pass! Ward for Houston. Houston rejected by Divac. Remaining on the floor with 5 fouls. Knicks in foul trouble. Ewing, and he is fouled. Put the move on Pierce, and Ricky Pierce collects his second.
Patrick Ewing and the Knicks have been thinking about nothing but getting to the basket at every opportunity. Every shot has come in the paint here in the fourth quarter.
With the ball fake and then gave it up to Williams. Did not have the shot. 5 on the 24. Starks with a run. And the Knicks lead by 2. Ward to the hoop. And fired up a wild shot. Was deflected. He thought he might get a foul. Again, Smith lost it. Anthony Mason feeling that Patrick Ewing responsible for his departure from New York. Foul is called. Ewing says no. That's not the case. He does not have that kind of power. Ewing called for the foul remaining. In the fourth, Starks. An unusual shot for Starks, but Williams able to pound it back home. Childs for three. And dealt with the save as Oakley went flying into the stands. Rice's pass broken up. Leading Pierce. Foul committed by Oakley. And that will send Mason to the line. Quarter, Michael Jordan did an effective job defensively against Rod Strickland. Here's Ewing. Yes. The Knicks lead by 2 here in the fourth. Oakley.
Well, after a short breather, Patrick Ewing off the bench. The Knicks go right inside. The little drop step, spin to the baseline before any kind of double team can help. And then on the next possession, it looked like the Knicks had nothing going. But Charles Oakley winds up with his second post-up field goal of the afternoon. That was a little bit of the fadeaway variety. But his teammates and Jeff Van Gundy appreciated it anytime Charles Oakley gets one of those inside hoops.
To Mason. Once again, Ewing defending. And Ewing knocked it away. At the other end, Mason playing Ewing. Childs passed on the shot. Went shorter range. The Knicks lead by 6. Rice met by Ewing and foul. Battle between Divac and Ewing. Ewing lost it. Oh, and got a piece of the right side of Rice's face, but no foul call.
Unusual matchup. Ricky Pierce guarding the point guard Childs, the bigger player, so he can come down and double Ewing when he has to and lead Childs along.
Oh, Mason rejected by Ewing. Mason having a very difficult time against Ewing. Childs. Yes. While Chris Childs earlier this season was hitting big shots down the stretch. And the last several games, he has recaptured the touch. Rice will head back to the line as he was hacked. On Monday night, Knicks hope to go up 2-0. Childs for 3. Chris Childs with another clutch bucket. And he has killed the Hornets. In a drought in this fourth quarter, just 1 of 10 from the field. Glen Rice cuts it to a 7-point Knick lead.
Mason and Oakley on Divac.
Here's Pierce. Ricky Pierce with a huge shot. 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Down by 5. Rice forced it from 3-point range. Starks comes up with the ball, hustling it down, and he was fouled. 20 seconds on the game clock, 5 on the 24. Ewing realizing, forces, and hit.
You got a rookie, Tony Delk, as Patrick Ewing is forced to alter this shot under the pressure of Vlade Divac challenging, but Patrick Ewing has been brilliant offensively all afternoon.
Leading Charlotte with 39, 11 of 23 from the field, 15 of 17 at the line. 10 seconds remaining. And a 7-point Knick lead. Delk fired up the 3-pointer and a loose ball foul against Divac for the Hornets. The Knicks, after shooting 58% in game 1, 56% today. Here's Divac concluding matters. The Knicks, led by Chris Childs down the stretch, defeat the Hornets 100-93.
So, Patrick, you told me before the game this is going to be different from Thursday night, and it was. You really showed up.
Oh, definitely. Thursday night I was a little bit rusty. I hadn't practiced in about 5 days, and it showed. But you know, I was able to get some work in during the game, and then yesterday I did a little bit, and I came out, had a monster game like I told you that I would.
All right, but Chris, big game by Chris Childs and a couple of big shots.
Oh, definitely. Chris stepped it up for us tonight. He and I got a little bit of argument last game about stepping back when his man came to double me, but he did a pretty good job of stepping to the open spot tonight.
All right, congratulations on a great game, and good luck to you on Monday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Back to you, Marv.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. The Knicks outscored the Hornets 21-12 in the fourth quarter. Charlotte just 3 of 16 from the field in the fourth. Again, the final, the New York Knicks 100 and the Charlotte Hornets 93. 2-0 lead for the Knicks in the best of 5.